is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Arizona.
From the very first pitch, the pool at Chase Field symbolized the desert baseball experience. Sun, fun, and flying objects soaring over the fence. Hit a ball into the pool, it's good. Diving in's even better. Everyone wanted in, from fans, well, to broadcasters. Then, last September, the reflection of the pool changed. A hard-nosed bunch of Arizona Diamondbacks shocked the baseball world by winning the NL West. Then, they celebrated by jumping in the deep end. Today, the pool is still the most unique vantage point in all of baseball, but it also symbolizes the heart of a champion. Everybody in! The pool show is next on Fox Sports Arizona.
Beautiful Lake Havasu, great state of Arizona. Another gorgeous night for baseball. Let's keep the roof open. Let's go swimming poolside. Boy, this is fun. Baseball tonight, as always, brought to you by our good friends and partners with Panda Express. It's the Pirates going toe-to-toe with the Diamondbacks. We are back poolside. This is unique. You know Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton. You love it out here, don't you?
I do love it out here. There's no place like this in Major League Baseball. So, you know what? We have to do a broadcast from out here, don't you think? It's only fair.
Do a broadcast from out here, kind of sit in the bleachers, but by a pool. This is Arizona. Pools definitely belong as part of the surroundings. And let's talk about the Diamondbacks. Okay. First off, Ian Kennedy is in the lineup tonight. That's the good news. Justin Upton is not. They're examining his thumb. He saw Dr. Sheridan. I guess we'll wait and see how it turns out. The thumb turns out is plaguing him more than we thought.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a reason why Justin Upton has yet to drive in a run yet this year. It's because I think his thumb is certainly bothering him. He did it breaking up a double play about a week ago. Let's just hope that it's maybe just a bruise, a bad bruise, something like that, and he can come back to being Justin Upton.
Going back to the start of last season, no one, and I mean no one, outside of the likes of Halladay and Lee, are as good as Ian Kennedy.
Well, one thing about Ian Kennedy, every fifth day, you know you've got a big chance to win the baseball game. He's 2-0. He's off to another great start, and now he's trying to continue a bit of a winning streak. Two-game winning streak. Go ahead and hand it to Ian Kennedy and try to make it 3.
So Ian Kennedy ready to roll. The stuff for him, he will tell you, he hasn't been 100% this year with regard to command, and Kennedy looks to pitch solid at home again tonight. We're poolside. Glad to have you with us. Chris Young is in the groove. When we come back, we'll break it down as he will explain. It's the Diamondbacks. It's the Pirates poolside.
every year we have a blast doing it. We are out at the pool at Chase Field. Brad Steinke with you. You know, without a doubt, Chris Young is off to an amazing start, hitting .405. Hit his 5th home run last night, 13 RBI, all great numbers, but they did not come without all kinds of incredibly hard work. Over the offseason, Chris Young was back in Houston working with one of his specialists, and then he came here in spring training and started working with D-backs hitting coach Don Baylor. And Don Baylor says that it is nice to see all that hard work that CY put in the offseason paying off right now.
We let last year go because I know he played the second half with a hand injury, and that's tough to do, you know, and he never bailed out. He got into a lot of bad habits and things. So he came back in the spring. He works hard anyway, and one of the first ones out there. So I knew just from the mental part of it that he was going to get off to a good start. You know, we talked about getting off to a good start, but his mental approach was better this year than it was last year.
And again, CY last year played most of that season with a badly injured hand, but he really never led on to that. But great to see him have some success. And also Kirk Gibson saying that all that hard work, it's very, very important for CY to see some early rewards. And his team is enjoying that as well. CY getting set to play center field tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series against the Pirates. The Pool Show. Head your way. It is Wet and Wild on Fox Sports Arizona in just a bit.
Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, poolside. Glad to have you with us as we greet you from Chase Field. Ian Kennedy just about ready to roll. Clint Hurdle is the skipper of these Pittsburgh Pirates, who are a club that just can't find themselves at all offensively. Far and away in the first week and a half of the season, the worst offensive club in the game. It's Presley. Nate McLeod gets a start. So does Andrew McCutcheon along with Neil Walker. Garrett Jones back in there, probably not a bad choice. Pedro Alvarez 1 for 20 with 12 strikeouts to open the year. Jeff Karstens bats 9th. Arizona Ford numbers on Ian Kennedy. Not much to argue about with Ian.
Certainly not much to argue about, but I'm not happy right now, Darren. Not happy at all, because I'm trying to get Gerardo Parra's attention and Chris Young's attention, and they're ignoring me, and it's really upsetting.
So hollering out to the outfielders, which is what you do, as we are underway at Chase Field. Glad to have you with us. So we're here.
There we are.
Well, you can't yell, though, yeah. Yeah, probably not good like in a game situation.
He's ignoring me.
Probably good like during warm-ups.
I mean, I'm used to females ignoring me, but ball players shouldn't ignore you like that. Hey, hi, Gerardo.
There we go. It was. He actually waved to me that time.
No, that was to me, and you know it.
Well,
I got dibs on Gerardo.
0-2 the count right out of the gates to Alex Presley. Breaking ball, ground ball, on across, 1 out in the inning. Good-looking curve ball to get things going for Ian Kennedy, which is a good sign.
Right fielder number 2, Nate McLeod.
So what do you think? Who's he saying hello to, folks?
Clearly me. He's not saying hello to anyone.
He's ignoring us.
Quite sure what that is. He's out there, though. So Kennedy getting ready to go to work against Nate McLeod, the veteran who has come back to Pittsburgh, 1 of 7 to start the year. Fastball sails up and away from Ian. Kennedy, San Diego, his last outing, went 6 innings. He struck out 9, and he was a 3-1 winner. Fastball, loves that pitch for a guy who doesn't throw 95.
He's a guy that you have to consider him, even though he only throws about 90, 91 tops, you have to consider him a power pitcher, Darren. He throws, what, almost 70% fastballs?
Yes, he does.
That's a power pitcher.
A ton of fastballs. Believes in it, will cut a fastball as well. Inside. 2-1 the count. You're right. If you put together his fastballs and cut fastballs, you're at about 72% of the time. He's got an excellent changeup if you're new to watching Ian, and a curveball that goes along with. High pop late on it, up and into the seats at 89 miles an hour. Defensively for the Diamondbacks again with Justin Upton pulled from the lineup today, checking out that thumb. As soon as we know more, we'll tell you Parra isn't right. Roberts, Bloomquist, Hill with Overbay playing first. Lyle Overbay, great career numbers, by the way, against Karstens, and that's why he's in there. Up and in, 3-2 the count. As a matter of fact, you might think, well, wait a minute. Now, Lyle's played a lot this year, hasn't he? Why not Paul Goldschmidt? Well, Lyle's 6-for-8 in his career with a home run against Karstens.
And one thing about Kirk Gibson, he is going to play his entire team. He wants to keep everybody fresh. Now, of course, is fouled back. But of course, Paul Goldschmidt's going to get the brunt of the time, and it should be that way. I think Lyle's going to be very upset if he plays 2 or 3 days in a row, don't you think?
I would imagine the body will start barking at him. 3-2 the count. Kirk Gibson, once you try to figure him out, don't try to figure him out, as that one is pulled. Aaron Hill bobbles, recovers, fires in time for the out. Nice recovery there by Aaron Hill. Popped in and out of that glove.
Well, a 3-2 changeup gets McLeod out in front and going to his left. We saw Hill make several good plays going to his left, and that's all you have to do as a second baseman. All you young second basemen out there, you're so close to first base. You don't have to, if the ball's hit sharply, you don't have to come up with it clean. You can knock it down and still have time to recover and get really a fast runner like McLeod by a step. So Aaron Hill doing a good job of just keeping in front and not panicking.
The best Pittsburgh Pirate is in the box. He takes a strike, 0-1 the count. Andrew McCutchen has no protection this year offensively, and he's still hitting .324.
Love the way this kid plays baseball. Love it.
Hit hard and into center field. A base hit. Looked like he picked on a cut fastball. Did not try to pull it. Hit it right back through the box.
Yeah, Ian left a cutter right in the middle of the plate.
Second baseman number 18.
And McCutchen, just such a talented young man. He rarely misses mistakes, and he pounds it right back up the box.
So he is on. And 3 stolen bases. He's been caught twice. And so for a guy like McCutchen, what we've seen with the Pirates, they've struggled so mightily offensively. If they get on, they'll try it because they're just desperate. Neil Walker starting to warm now. He takes outside, 1-0 the count. Hometown guy made good for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And this is a guy, too, that once he gets going, he alone can be nice protection for McCutchen.
This guy's got big-time power. And they're waiting for him to blossom because he's a local boy in Pittsburgh, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Pine Richland High School, where he played football. And again, starting to heat up. That is a base hit. He is now 3 for 7 in his career against Ian Kennedy with a long ball.
This is kind of a carbon copy of last night's ball game. Joe Saunders came out, got a couple of quick outs in the first. then ended up giving up a run, and the bases were loaded by the time he got out of it. Well, boy, did he turn in another gem after that. Innings 2 through 7, he dominated this Pittsburgh Pirate crew. Now Ian Kennedy looking to get a big out with runners on first and second.
So this was the gentleman, even though there was a left-hander pitching last night, we were curious when you're struggling for offense why Garrett Jones isn't in there. He's in there tonight. Guy who played a long time in the minor leagues before finally breaking through. But for Hurdle, once he's broken through, it's been with homers. And Jones broke onto the scene after playing almost a decade in the minors in 09, where he homered 21 times, 21 the next year, and 16 last year, and he slaps it the other way for a base hit. McCutchen come on down. Jones gets it done, and the Pittsburgh Pirates lead it 1-0. They led it last night 1-0 as well.
Nice piece of hitting there by Garrett Jones. We were wondering why he wasn't in the lineup last night, Darren. That's a change-up on the outside corner, and he just stays right with it and rips it into left field. And it is officially 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Very much the same as last night. A couple of quick outs, and then a basket full of hits for the Pirates. And they got things going. Rod Barajas.
At the plate, catcher number 26, Rod Barajas.
Began with the Diamondbacks before there were big league Diamondbacks. Signed with the organization in 1996. Part of the World Championship team, your teammate in 2001. Ian has that one belted. Well struck, but he got under it. Gerardo Parra there, and he puts it away. So poolside, the results, no matter where we're sitting, are the Pirates jump out front and lead it 1-0. Due up third, one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball, Chris Young, right around the corner. Everywhere into the pool, especially. Let's talk about Jeffrey Wayne Karstens, a 29-year-old, originally a New York Yankee, a pitcher who this year has a 3.27 ERA, and in his career, a sub-2 earned run average against the Arizona Diamondbacks.
He's a good one. He is, since the day he stormed onto the scene when he was traded over from the New York Yankees a handful of years ago, he has really given the Diamondbacks fits.
And he fires strike one to Willie Bloomquist at the top of the order. Willie with 8 hits this year, a walk as well, and on base of 281 to open the season. Curveball misses inside. A balloon dropped that one in there.
A slow 65-mile-an-hour breaking ball. First fastball was only 85. Just kind of finding it out there now.
There's more in that right arm.
Oh,
He can get up to 92 or so. That one is fouled back. Before the game, Willie Bloomquist interacting with fans and folks that are enjoying the contest. There he is. Look at that little one. Boy, that is cute. Boy, look at that smile.
Make her day.
The 1-2. Slow curveball hanging around. So we all remember, if you followed Arizona last year, they were the comeback kids. They really battled early in the game. About the third time through, they started hitting. This season, they're dropping the hammer early in games.
That's very different than last year, as you said. So with last night's win, is that considered a come from behind win?
Yes, you trail 1-0 as Willie fights that one off into right field. It's kind of a stretch, isn't it? Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Willie and Gerardo Parra with Chris Young. Miguel Montero bats cleanup. Jason Kubel with Ryan Roberts. Lyle Overbay, Aaron Hill, and Ian Kennedy. Yes, Arizona is #1 in Major League Baseball in the first inning in runs and hits and home runs and all the offensive categories like batting average and slug. Most walks drawn in the first inning, too, which is interesting.
That looked like a changeup.
0-1 the count.
Because it was.
6 for 19 this year for Parra. Has yet to walk. He has been hit by a pitch once. And right back to the screen it goes. 0-2 the count. Well, no Justin Upton in right field. Again, we told you as we came on the air having that thumb examined. The thumb that when he was breaking up a double play about a week and a half ago against the Giants that has caused him some discomfort enough now to be pulled from the lineup and to see a doctor about it.
Let's just hope it's a bad bruise or something to that effect. Just missed inside.
Oh, and it's too bad because Upton 4 for 8 with a home run against Karstens. Well, what can you do? Got underneath the changeup, and he hits it a mile high to center field. Our APS Energy All-Star tonight deserves to be so because Chris Young has 15 hits and 6 walks. All of the things he has done. Basically, it's #2 behind Matt Kemp and everything is the best way we know to put it. So it's been fun to watch. And if you happen to be stumbling upon the Diamondbacks for the first time this year, for about the next few weeks, we'll remind you about some of the changes that Chris has made and how they're coming into play. Fastball is over the outside. Like with his hands. What are some of the changes he made?
Well, he's got him a little bit lower than he has in the past. A little closer to his ear. And he has really flattened out that swing. It's not so much the drastic high to low. It's now more level, and it's staying in the hitting zone. The bat's staying in the hitting zone for a lot longer. It's a good change up there.
It's really a slower pitch, too, and he doesn't tip it somehow. Wow, that's a pretty good pitch. Righty on righty, you don't see that much. So Karstens deals and doesn't get the inside corner. Young, by the way, in the first inning is 4 for 5 with 2 home runs. 6 runs batted in. Breaking ball.
That's a pitch last year, Darren, that Chris Young would have swung and missed and been a strikeout victim. This year we're seeing him lay off those breaking balls and sliders down and away much better than he has in the past.
To the right side. He's giving it a feel. Jones runs out of room. It's about 5 feet beyond the dugout. Poolside, if you're just joining us, having a good time. Folks are snacking, kids are swimming. That's kind of how pools are at home, too, aren't they? We're glad to have you with us. Hello, folks. Great perspective. The pool, by the way, is sold out for the season after tonight. That one is belted. Down the line. On the move. Young again. Incredible story. We've enjoyed telling it to you each and every Diamondbacks game. Goodness gracious.
5 for 6 now in the first inning. That time another extra base hit. Chris Young, a 3-2 curveball. And he's not fooled one bit. That bat level through the zone and just rips it past Pedro Alvarez down the third base line. And a Diamondback in scoring position for Miguel Montero.
Trying to get that run right back as they did last night. Miguel 9 of 33 to open the year. That's a 273 clip. A bunch of walks, and on base of nearly 400 for Montero. That's a breaking ball. Inside, and he rolls it foul. They were talking about Karstens and those numbers. It's 7 appearances, 3 starts against Arizona. A win and a loss. And just incredible stuff. That's the starts. Overall, though, as a reliever and a starter, it's a 1.91 ERA, so it's either great or great.
Exactly.
Montero slices that one into left field. Matty Williams says, come on down. To the plate it goes. The Diamondbacks tie it back up. The 1-2 punch of Young and Montero, one apiece.
Well, Miguel Montero knows what to do with fastballs out over the plate. He rips that to left field. Alex Presley looked like he could have had a play, but he didn't show much of a throwing arm right there.
No.
And it looks to me like that's going to be somebody that the Diamondbacks try to expose here in the next 2 days. That's a very poor throwing arm right there in left field.
So Arizona 14th in the National League with runners in scoring position, a 179 clip. Matty certainly pushing the envelope. Oh. And Pittsburgh the worst at 164.
And that's Matt Williams doing his homework, knowing that Alex Presley does not throw well.
High fly ball, well struck center field. McCutchen looks up. Nearly out of here, just below that yellow line. Hustling on around, Miguel Montero to the plate. The Diamondbacks lead. Jason Kubel with an extra base hit.
Second double, third RBI of the season for Jason Kubel. And this ball just blistered. Bang! A changeup. Kubel hammers it high off the top of that wall, but it stays underneath that yellow line. We had a good view of it, didn't we, Darren?
Certainly did out here in right field.
And Miguel Montero chugs all the way around, and it's 2-1. And this would be if the Diamondbacks won another comeback victory.
A little bit of a stretch, you're saying.
It's kind of silly, isn't it?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hey, it is what it is. Oh, that was profound.
That is incredible right there. The run differential in the first inning, a plus 12. And as we take a look in, we could see the ball sail. That's exactly where we could see it go. Right below the yellow line there. McCutchen made a good decision. He backed off pretty early.
A lot of times that ball will hit that cement, that concrete, catch the ground and bound over the top of the center fielder. And that's usually 3 bases, and sometimes you can circle them if you're fast enough.
Ryan Roberts in on his hands, slow roller, gobbled up. So Kubel joins into the fun, his first hit in the first inning this year, and Arizona leads it 2-1. Big city going back to work, and suddenly he leads that quickly. The first inning damage of the Arizona Diamondbacks strikes again, and Ian fires high to Pedro Alvarez. This year for Alvarez, it's been a nightmarish start for the top pick out of Vanderbilt. One for his first 20 with 12 strikeouts. Change up, fooled him badly.
It's just kind of been the story, other than McCutchen, and that's about it. I mean, it has been a mighty struggle for anybody swinging the bat for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Up and in, 2-1 the count. One of the other good news, too, if you're a Pirate, Ian Kennedy, as you can see, those offensive woes, that's what he's dealing with. But Ian can pitch in his own right. I mean, Ian, as the right-hander, deals the 2-1. That one is fouled off. Ian, in his last 9 starts, is 8-0. Only given up 13 earned runs in 61 and a third innings. He's been really good.
Well, how about this? How about Ian Kennedy at home? At home, you know, this quote-unquote launching pad hitter's ballpark that you always rave about. Well, Ian Kennedy, his last 9 starts at home, 9-0 with a 1.85 ERA in this launching pad. Wind's always blowing out at Chase Field.
Well, it's funny. I'm glad you would say that, because it backs up exactly what I'm saying. In this hitter's park, if you make your pitches, you can pitch effectively.
Okay. How about Brian Anderson? Remember Brian Anderson?
The lefty. Wright State University.
He won 11 straight in this ballpark.
That one
11 straight in this ballpark. Brian Anderson. Randy Johnson, 13 in a row here at Chase Field. So more evidence, folks, that this is a pitcher-friendly ballpark.
If you make your pitches, you're certainly right, Mark. I'll tell you.
I know you're upset with me when you call me Mark.
On the ground and in time for the out. Pedro Alvarez is now 1 for 21 this year.
Shortstop number 12, Clint Vargas.
2-1 the score. Look at that shot. Hey, Cowboy, how's it going over there? Yeah, you liking it? He's just deciding.
Dipping his feet in the water.
He's deciding,
exactly.
right? I mean, that's
seeing if the water's just right or not.
He's deciding. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't blame him. It's a big decision to make. Bouncing ball. Willie Bloomquist to his left, on in time. A couple of ground ball outs.
That's 4 ground ball outs here out of the first 5.
Interesting with regard to Karstens. There's action in the bullpen. Jared Hughes throwing in the bullpen, relief pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Not good news for Pirates fans.
Yeah, let's hope that Jeff Karstens is okay. You know, he wasn't throwing very hard, Darren.
No. About 3 or 4 miles an hour below his usual spot. He's about an 88 to 92 guy. He's what, about 86 to 88?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I saw 88, but he's hitting. He's up to the plate. So, oh, that dastardly Clint Hurdle. He just keeps us guessing, doesn't he?
0-2 the count.
Uh-oh. That was the first cannonball to get us of the night there, Darren.
I like that. Well done.
Yep, we're wet.
That one is
it's
into
official.
the dirt. I think it's good right there. There we go.
There's our cannonball.
Let's go, D-backs. That's good. Okay, well.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go, D-backs. Certainly isn't going to pay for the plasma monitor that's destroyed. The 2-1 swing and a miss. That is strike 3. And while Gracie goes and buys a new iPad because his is stopping weight, we'll roll on 2-1. Is brought to you in part by Gila River. Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Panda Express, now serving their new Shanghai Angus steak. Bad news for the Pittsburgh Pirates. One of their more important pieces and part of their rotation. Jeff Carson's removed from this game after 1 inning. As Gracie noticed, clearly the hitter in you noticed, he wasn't throwing as hard as we're used to seeing.
Well, it was because he was warming up out here, out in right field before his start, out where we are. I was noticing he just wasn't really letting it go in his long toss. He was a couple of hops getting it to his catcher, and you just hope the young man's okay because he is a very good pitcher.
So now Jared Hughes, you saw the numbers. He pitched last a scoreless inning on Sunday afternoon. Has done a nice job out of the bullpen. This will be kind of a group outing now, as that one is pounded onto the ground. And on in time for the out. Lyle Overbay, who, by the way, is in the starting lineup because he owns Karstens, is 0 for 1. Tough break there as he faces Hughes in his first at bat.
I'm sure Lyle will probably give way now to Paul Goldschmidt, and that'll be it, right?
No, I would imagine
probably not. Probably not.
Paul just observing. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Baxter's here.
Is he now?
Yeah. That means one of us is going to get shoved in this water real quick.
Aaron Hill takes a sinker. Inside 1-0 the count. Ah, there he is. How original. He has his Twitter handle on the back of his jersey now. Yep. Not very big league.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
1-1 the count.
Nothing big league about that.
Breaking ball is outside. 2-1 the count to Aaron Hill.
Yes, I do that all the time.
Yeah, just kind of bothering people. I mean, really, that's what he does.
Stealing food.
Yeah. Ran a fastball in, and Aaron Hill rolls that one foul. Aaron 7 of 34 to start the year. That's just a 206 batting average. He has 6 walks, is on base. At least a serviceable for now, 325 till he gets going. But the other thing he's done is, of his hits, 4 of the 7 have been extra base hits, either doubles or homers. Inside that one runs. So the count is 3-2. Topper. And boy, you can already see, still getting to know Hughes, how he does his work.
Yeah, he gets some good sink, and he's a big dude, big tall guy. Throws on that downhill plane and really gets some good sink on his fastball.
Just got a piece of it. So we'll do it again. 3-2 the count. Those are a ton of sinkers. His fastball in his brief time in the major leagues has averaged about 93, and he throws it almost 9 out of 10 times. I mean, it's just sinker, sinker.
You know what's coming.
Occasional slider. I mean, rare but occasional slider. Just off the plate. He's drawn himself a walk. That will allow Kennedy to come up and see what he can do with 1 out. So our Kia Motors key to the game.
What do we have tonight?
I'm told it's a really good one. Walk the plank. Walk the plank. I wonder.
Well, that's got something to do with a pirate ship, I would imagine, right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, this is your key, Gracie. Why don't you go ahead and explain it?
Well, it's not. It's not my key. I'm going to guess it's probably something to do. Make the pirates walk the plank, like in a pool of sharks out there in the middle of the ocean.
Gotcha. Kennedy bunts that one foul. Good key by you.
Well, it's terrible, but it wasn't by me. That's all right.
So 0-1 the count to Ian Kennedy. Nice little Pirates of the Caribbean feel. There you go. See? That's pretty good. Look at it. Look at the pending doom on
Water
the face of the pirate
doom.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the X's over the eyes and scars.
Pirate on his shoulder, or the parrot on his shoulder.
That's a much more respectful pirate there. I like that stick figure pirate. 0-1 the count. You know what I'm noticing here at the ballpark already tonight?
A lot of signs,
More
huh?
signs,
Well,
yes.
They were watching last night. They took heed to our advice. I like it.
A couple of gentlemen there.
They came down and asked us to show these guys. Lost their father not too long ago. And that other sign says he's been called to the big leagues in the sky.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Which is really cool.
Oh, no.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more there, honey. That's right. Yep, Darren's going in tonight, so you'll be happy.
Oh, very nice. A lot of signs here tonight, and we need more. The 1-1, he's swinging it. Runners on the move. Throw it down. Stolen it. All right. All right, there's your sacrifice. Now trying to whack it in the outfield somewhere. Aaron Hill with his first stolen base of the year.
Pretty good throw there by Barajas, and looked like Barmas didn't do a very good job of letting the ball come to him. Instead, he grabbed it about 3 or 4 feet out in front of the bag, and that cost him a quick tag, and that allowed Aaron Hill to get in there safely.
Ian waves at a sinker down and away, a lively sinker, so Kennedy is done. So now Willie Bloomquist. An RBI opportunity for Willie. Oh for 5 this year with runners in scoring position.
Well, other than Chris Young, there hasn't been a whole lot of hitting with scoring position this year. Well, got one with Miguel Montero and Jason Kubel, double high off the center field wall.
Yeah, that was just Kubal's second hit, so I would imagine felt good for him. Only 2 of 10 even after that hit, so good for him. 0-1 the count. Settling in now. Changing leagues when you played for one team. Heck, you can even explain what it's like just to change teams when you've been with an organization for your whole career. He put in about the same amount of time in Minnesota as you did in Chicago.
13 years did he?
About 10.
And it is. It's difficult. It's an emotional time because you're being shown the door, and you really want to make good. And the Diamondbacks, it's a 4-man outfield, so he knows he has to play well in order to continue to get his name called. All of them do.
Gerardo Parra, part of that 4-man outfield as he awaits his opportunity. Starting tonight, if you're just joining us, in place of Justin Upton. Outside, there's the slider.
There's that occasional slider you were talking about.
Anytime the Diamondbacks reach that 6-run mark, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a large drink purchase. 4-6 the following day. Outside. 3-2 the count to Willie Bloomquist. Karsten's removed from this game as soon as we know. We're a little bit further from the announcements by the media, but as soon as we know, we'll let you know why he's been removed. To the right side, Willie Bloomquist with the base hit. Come on down for Aaron Hill. Hustling in with the slide, a timely hit. A 2-out base hit with runners in scoring position. Arizona now leads it by a pair.
Well, the veteran Willie Bloomquist, he knows how to approach a sinker ball. He lets it travel, he waits, He doesn't try to pull it, drives it the other way, right over the head of first baseman Garrett Jones, and into the corner it goes. Another big 2-out hit for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Montero, Kubel, and Bloomquist, all big 2-out hits.
And the stolen base by Aaron Hill truly paid off. Hill moving up into scoring position now. Gerardo Parra with the chance. Swing and a miss. There's a changeup, a pitch that he rarely, if ever, throws. But he did throw it that time. Pretty good idea. Parra 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. You know, these guys study so much. They look at video, they talk about a pitcher. Does that anything dramatic about immediately changing pitchers in a game?
Not really. I think what it is, the book on Gerardo Parra is he can hit fastballs.
Okay.
And I think they try to off-speed him, try to get him to chase off-speed pitches, either curveballs or changeups out of the zone. So far, he's 0-2 because of that.
Ran a slider in. That's a good pitch. Yeah, there's the obligatory Mark Grace
thanks,
sign.
honey. You're doing great. And don't worry, Darren is going in. You'll be the happiest lady in the ballpark.
They're going to talk about it for just a moment.
Nice job, Mitch Riggin, catching those signs.
Well,
the obligatory Mark Grace sign, huh?
Clint Barmas comes in as well in case they're going to change those signs up.
Oh, that Willie Bloomquist.
Here we go again. Changing up signs with Willie Bloomquist out at second base. Remember, it was earlier this year that Buster Posey visited. Pablo Sandoval came on over, and Pablo basically accused Willie of sneaking a peek.
And relaying signs. I've talked to Willie since then. He said, absolutely, I was not.
Did he?
And he said, absolutely, I wasn't.
0-2 the count. Into the dirt it goes. Willie moves up. Doesn't matter now. He can't see the signs anymore.
Can't see the signs anymore because of that wild pitch.
Textbook definition of a wild pitch.
Yeah, not much of a chance for Rob Barajas here.
That's a distant third pitch, and he spiked it. Changed
exactly
up.
Right.
Held on to it. Single anywhere gets the job done. Slap it off the end of the bat. Swing and a miss into the dirt. He'll make them make a throw. They do, but Arizona, thanks to Willie Bloomquist, adds another. Good news here at the yard. The Diamondbacks lead it. Folks are making signs. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? That's not going to happen. That I like.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
0-1 the count as we welcome you back to live action. And Derek Hall, the president and CEO of the Arizona Diamondbacks, joins us poolside. A real treat. The good news, I think, right out of the gates, we're honored to be out here. Thanks for opening it up for us.
This is a great place to broadcast from.
No other place like it in Major League Baseball.
That's right.
And you're sold out here this season, huh?
Totally sold out. We sold out right away, which was nice to see. I mean, it's always in such high demand, but for it to be sold out every game, usually we have a handful of games to sell.
Right.
Now we don't. So if folks still want to come out here to the pool, they can still rent one of our suites. It could be any of our suites. It could be our dugout suites, which are on both sides of our dugouts, or our batter's box right behind home plate. Then they get on a waiting list because there are occasionally cancellations.
Very, very good stuff. So you're encouraging that. And for you, I was funny, kind of following you on Twitter, and you got busy today. Somehow you decided that you just hopped on, and as that pitch is in on the hands and a good pitch. And in time for the you just hopped on. What are you doing? I mean, you're giving tickets away here in a few nights, basically.
Well, it's fun to interact with the fans that way, and sometimes I drive our ticket office crazy. But we figured in the spirit of the tax season and now that it's over, we'd give people a little break from their stress. So we did tweet out that we would do on Thursday's game. Didn't want to have to do it tonight. That was too soon. Tomorrow day game, not really fair. The weekend, there's probably not going to be that much room. So we thought Thursday night against the Braves, $5 seats, every seat up in the upper deck. Then we went one step further and said, how about $10 for all the bleacher seats? And great response so far.
So the whole upper deck, $5 Thursday night.
$5 upper deck. How about bleachers, $10? All they have to use is the code word D-Hall, either online or at the box office.
Charging in, Chris Young. He runs it down. Look, we showed that graphic a minute ago. You guys have really been creative, not just kind of the grassroots that you did, but you guys have, in one of my favorites, if I may be personal about it, I love the idea of a matinee price as someone who takes kids to a movie.
I know you do. You like that, and I do too. A lot of people call that the business person special, but for us, it is a matinee. I mean, look, in the summertime, we compete with the movie theaters. They're air-conditioned. It's entertainment. That's what we are. Let's go ahead and have matinee pricing as well with the discounts. So we're glad we're rolling that out this year.
But they can't watch a first-place team at the movie theaters, can they?
That's correct. This is a fun team, exciting team.
What do you think of the start so far?
Real good. 7-3, Gracie. We could easily be 9-1. You know that.
True.
I mean, we had the lead in every one of those games, but fluky. What happened in Colorado? Weather. Not the greatest situation there was, but the fact that they battled back in that game, being down 5-1, they came right back, took the lead. That's the way this team is. They're just never out of a game.
They are Kirk Gibson.
They are.
They really are.
Take on his persona
and the rest of their staff.
That's right.
And we hope we have some good news on that man soon. He is in the dugout now. He was checked out today. And hopefully that thumb heals quickly.
Yeah, no doubt. But the beauty of this team right now is that you can pick guys up. Without Stephen Drew, you've got Willie Bloomquist, who drove in that big run last inning. You've got John McDonald, who can play the position well. We had 4 outfielders, and at times people thought, boy, how are you going to balance that? How are you going to balance the lineup? And now look, you can sit Justin and you can play these guys really anywhere in the outfield. Parra can play center. He can play any of the corner positions.
Well, it's extremely rare that everybody stays healthy the entire year. It almost never happens.
Right. What I love here, that one thing that KT has done, he did it last year too, is create depth. We want to have a lot of depth, not only up here on the bench, but also in the minor leagues, where you can bring up a Paul Goldschmidt late in the season, and he's going to pick up right where you need him to and play the D-back way.
Breaking ball misses in. For you, I know building the weekday school times, that's a challenge for every team in the country, but are you seeing an overall positive growth in sales weekends and
no question.
Season tickets and such?
You look at the opening series, that was our largest number for an opening series since 2000. We had our 4th largest opening day crowd. I look at yesterday, we would have, the Monday after our opening series last year, and it was against, I want to say it was against the Braves, we drew 15,000. Yesterday we had almost 18,000 for the Pirates on a Monday. Today we're well over that. So I'm very impressed with the turnout. I mean, the fans are coming out, they're embracing this team, they're excited about this team. And we have a hockey team and a basketball team that are one in the playoffs, one about to get in the playoffs, we hope. So this is a good time for fans to be tuning into all three.
A lot going on in Arizona.
I love it. That's the way we want it. All boats rise.
Off the end of the bat, here comes Chris Young, very shallow center. He dumps it in there. Well, Diamondbacks very proud of a lot of their young players in Pittsburgh. They love that man. I bet as a boss you can understand why.
Oh, we get McCutcheon out every time he's up. He's pretty good. He's a good player, but you're right. I mean, that's the kind of young talent that their fans watched at a very early age, and now he's signed, and he's going to be in the Pittsburgh black and gold for a while. We have our young talent down at AA level right now. I mean, you look at the Fab Five down there, they're doing it again. What are we, 8-2 right now?
Tell the folks at home who the Fab Five are.
Well, there's more to it. There's more to add. But there are a lot of players and pitchers that they saw this year. You got Charlie Brewer's in that group. You got Trevor Bauer.
Patrick Corbin.
You got Patrick Corbin, of course.
And Tyler Skaggs.
Tyler
part of that
Skaggs.
group.
Then you look down a little further, John Holmberg. You got Archie Bradley. I mean, we've got some great young pitchers in Mobile. They ran away with it last year. They're doing it again.
No, Kevin Towers.
There he is. He's not done.
Hard at work.
He's texting with the Fab Five right now.
That pitch is inside. Yeah, Archie Bradley, very good news. He's pitched 16 innings so far this year. He's got an ERA of 1.
Not bad, right? This kid who throws 96, 97, and 19 years of age, and he may end up being better than all of them. But it's really nice, and we've said this before, we have the kind of pitching in the system now where we could have an Atlanta Braves type team of the early 90s. That's what we're hoping for. We're 1 through 5, along with depth behind that. We're winning.
1-0 the count. President and CEO Derek Hall joining us up here poolside with the guys looking on from the dugout. A balk is called.
Well, Bob Davidson, the first base umpire, he rarely calls balks.
What's his nickname, Gracie?
Well, his nickname is Balkin' Bob Davidson. And he's been known to call a balker a million. Exactly.
Well, he and Gibby had it out pretty good last year, didn't they?
Last year, that was one of the better arguments you'll ever see, was Bob Davidson and Kirk Gibson. Kirk Gibson was none too happy with that call by Bob.
I think he just called a jump move. Is that what he called, Gracie? That he didn't step?
It's probably that he didn't step off the rubber to make the pick. Bob just likes to call. He's gone an entire series without calling a balk, so he needed to call one.
Derek, Gracie, you guys remember this last year?
Do I ever? That's Bob Davidson, and this is Kirk Gibson, and let the games begin.
One of the best rants I've ever seen.
And that was maybe 1/10 of that argument. I mean,
that was the G version right there.
Yes, exactly. Lip readers look away.
So 3-0 the count. Well, Kirk Gibson's still working on him a little bit right now.
Gotta love Gibby.
You know what's fun? As we'll watch the 3-0, a strike, 3-1. You know what's fun, Derek, and it's unique, is interviewing him to set the season about a week ago or a week and a half ago, and hearing him talk about his communication with Kevin and with you, the way you guys keep an open line.
It's solid. It's really good, and it's really from top to bottom, not just us, the entire organization. We're all on the same page. But when it does come to communication, KT, Gibby, and I are in unison all the time. It's been nice. It's been very refreshing.
How good is it for baseball and for the NL West that things are kind of settling down in Los Angeles ownership-wise?
That's important. We need the Dodgers to be the franchise of old. They're good for baseball. You know, any market like ours, we worry that you get a deep pocket owner in there that's going to spend a lot of money and increase payroll. But that doesn't necessarily equate to wins. So we're okay with that. We want the Dodgers to get back up on their feet. It was depressing last year. Darren, you grew up with the organization as well. But to go there and see the stands empty at Dodger Stadium, that should never happen.
Stunning. I mean, it was just stunning. In their leanest years as a young man, and your time with the organization too, I have never seen anything like. You probably do.
I grew up
in
Southern California as well,
right.
and on down to San Diego State. You know, we always need to get a mention of the Padres in there, right?
You're always trying to get them in our text polls. Always the 3-2. That one has popped up and into the seats it goes.
I think the entire division. You know, it got better this year. We've already seen that.
So there's a Padre fan. We got to change his colors though. Get room for the Diamondbacks.
Well, his money spends here, doesn't it, Derek?
His uniform's blue. His money's green. So was his beer there.
Very well
yes,
said.
It was. That wasn't the value beer, though.
That was not. That was not our $4 14-ounce beer. Most affordable in baseball, I got to add.
We still got a lot of value items.
We sure do. We have the same as we've always had. $1.50 kids food items. We have, of course, the Pepsi pack, the $19 ticket. We got T-shirts and caps under $10 in the team shop.
Line drive, center field, base hit. McCutchen will score. And they're managing to make Ian Kennedy work tonight.
That's how the balk kills you.
Yep.
That's what he said. He looked at Bob Davis and said, that's your run.
7-pitch at bat. And right there, Gracie, in the middle of the order, McCutchen and Walker, they're starting to do damage.
And Garrett Jones also drove in a run in the first inning, so almost Groundhog Day here. Kirk Gibson. Right now, Gibby wants to kill somebody right now. He's not happy.
He's a little hot right now.
Yeah.
So Kennedy goes to work against Garrett Jones, who singled in a run in the first inning. Pitches up and in, 1-0 the count. What else do you want us to know about? A lot of great giveaways this year.
Always. Yeah, I mean, to me, just the excitement, the full fact that our fans have embraced this team the way they have, the momentum spilled over from last year. It feels like it never even ended. This feels like an extension of last season. We had so much excitement in this ballpark, the way we clinched and swept the Giants. And then opening weekend was just huge. That was so great to see. The guys came out. They were ready to go. Again, had a pretty slow spring. We didn't do too well at Salt River Fields and didn't do so the year before, but came out prepared and ready to go.
You didn't do well maybe on the field, but you drew like 5 million people at Salt River
Broke
Fields.
records again.
Pretty amazing.
Led both leagues in attendance again, which was nice.
Gracie and I know because we couldn't get any tickets. As that one is a deep fly ball into left center field, off the base of the wall. Kluber will gobble it up. They're sending Walker on around into the relay, and we've got a tie ball game, 3-3. McCutchen, Walker, and Jones. That's the entire offense for Pittsburgh.
I believe I'm going to have to leave the pool soon.
That pitch was absolutely tattooed by Garrett Jones. Only the fact that it was a line drive keeps us in the ballpark. It hits the base of the wall out there in left center field. And that allows Neil Walker to scamper around and tie up the ball game. And it makes you wonder if maybe that balk got under Ian Kennedy's skin and maybe rattled him a little bit, because the next two hitters he fell behind 2-0 and 3-1, and he got hit hard.
52 pitches already for Ian Kennedy. We're not going to let you leave just yet. They'll piece it back together. I have one more thought for you that I know you as a parent will have noticed a lot in your, especially with your youngsters around town. Rod Barajas flied to right field. Gracie, I'm sure, has noticed it too. I see more youngsters, and I mean first grade, second grade, high school kids, wearing team colors than I ever have.
Love it. All around town, especially here at the ballpark. And I can remember even 5-6 years ago when we were playing the Cubs or playing the Giants or playing the Dodgers, you'd look down and you'd see on the concourse a lot of families, parents wearing Cubs jerseys, holding hands with kids wearing Cubs jerseys. Now you see those parents wearing Cubs jerseys, holding hands with kids wearing D-backs jerseys, shirts, caps.
There you go, right there. You're seeing a lot more jerseys with the name of Young or Upton or Kennedy on the back.
Well, they're proud to wear it again. We restored a lot of credibility, I hope, into this organization and heading in the right direction. I think fans have confidence in the direction of the team. That's really where we needed to go after those couple of rough years.
The words of President and CEO Derek Hall, who joins us here poolside as we.
I like the eye black there.
Did he have it under the hat?
She did.
Oh, did she really? In on the hands, Barajas rockets that one foul.
And this is where Ian Kennedy needs to be. As you see our beautiful friend with the eye black on. Kennedy needs to be 1-2. This is when he can use just about any. Haven't seen many curveballs out. And
no.
What few we have been good ones.
No.
Let's see if he's got one in store for Rob Barajas here. Barajas, a very good fastball hitter.
1-2 the count. Pops that one foul.
He went fastball right down the middle. He got away with it.
Three our score.
You guys like being out here, don't you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't end up in the pool. Both of you have been in.
Yes,
We've
absolutely. Not this year.
Vicious rumor is.
Yes. Pops it up.
The Gold Glove is there, though.
Puts it away. Baxter went in. I think Derek should go in when we come back. Maybe not something like that, though. Not an outfit like that. Thank you, partner.
Thanks, guys.
Derek Hall. More after this. Brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers and text road trip to the Miller Taste team at 620-620. It's your chance to win one of 3 interdivision rival flyaway trips this summer. Our partnership with the Miller Brewing Company. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, Brett Steinke, glad to have you back at the ballpark. We are poolside. And Chris Young, it's time to get it going.
Kind of in the middle of a little slugfest here today, aren't we? 3-3 here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, it's just a matter of when he gets the base hit, not if he's going to get the base hit. That being Chris Young. That's how hot he is.
The way that Chris Young addresses things against Hughes, watched a sinker baller, and Gracie is right. He has been red hot already with a double in the first inning. Pounds that one into the ground. Jared Hughes in relief of Jeff Karstens. Apologize about that, folks. We just found out that Karstens' right shoulder inflammation. So a precautionary decision, but that scares you as a Pirates fan.
Yeah, you just hope that young man's okay. Hopefully it's just a stiff shoulder and he'll get out there for his next start. Pirates scuffling enough as it is offensively. You'd hate to see what is a pretty rock solid starting rotation take a hit.
That's a great sign. That takes some effort right there, some artistic integrity. The 1-2. Pitch is low. Young with 16 hits to open the year. 16 already out of the gates. Belts that one. Hard. Recovering on a cross. Just got it. Pedro Alvarez, look out, young man.
That was a heck of a play on a bullet off the bat of Chris Young. I mean, a rocket. Just ahead of the streaking Chris Young. Well, when he makes an out, it's still hit awfully hard, isn't it?
So Young back to the dugout. Miguel Montero, he singled in a run back in the first inning. Diamondbacks and Pirates tied up at 3. The lead dog in the Western Division, the Dodgers, they have grabbed the lead on Milwaukee. 4-3 as that one is hit on the ground. And in time for the out of 4-3 in your books. A quick reminder, anytime an Arizona Diamondback knocks one out of here, it's good news if you're an Arizona fan, but also Fulton Homes, $150 to the Arizona Mountain Rescue Association, donated by Fulton Homes. That game 4-3, 9th inning at Miller Park. Dodgers lead. Kubel takes outside. Gracie, if I may, a happy birthday to Millie Riley. Millie Riley tonight.
Well, happy birthday.
And a huge Diamondbacks fan. As that one is a fly ball into center field. Her baby boy Roger takes good care of us on the road. That's Roger Riley's mom.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
Millie, happy birthday to you. Make it a great day. Take a swim in the pool. As you enjoy a cold one tonight, to look forward to Miller Time later on in the game. It's brought to you by our good friends and partners with Miller Lite. The struggles leading off innings still continue for the Pittsburgh Pirates, though they have had their timely hits. In this series, Pittsburgh 1 for 12 leading off innings, and they have managed to turn it into some runs, but so far 80% of the time they are retired to lead off innings. And that's on the season. High fly ball has Young going back against the wall. Chris Young with the catch.
Let's hope he's okay. He's down and he's not moving. Hopefully just knocked the breath out of himself. Amazing catch. The right shoulder took a pretty good shot against the wall. Full speed, leaps into the wall. It goes with that right shoulder, and looks like that's what's hurting him. Oh, what a blow that would be. But what an amazing grab.
So if there's help needed in the outfield, don't even want to get there, but a guy like Ryan Roberts or Willie Bloomquist could help.
They can play the outfield, yes. Boy. Yeah, he's really reaching for that right shoulder. Maybe hopefully just a bruise. The fact that he can lift it above his head means that he didn't separate it. And he looks like he's going to have to come out of this game, folks. If he can lift it over his head, that means he didn't separate.
Okay.
As a guy that's had a separated shoulder, you can't lift it above your head. You can't even hardly get it above your waist.
Hey, sir. I got a question. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, you can see he's in some pretty good pain. Bang, right into that padding. It's padded, but boy.
Kind of a little area where the two pads come together. Looked like he might have even stuck that shoulder in there.
Looks like he's leaving the ball game.
Yeah, Willie Bloomquist is going to go get an outfielder's glove, and I would imagine.
Oh boy, what a huge, huge blow.
On the same night that Justin Upton is pulled from the lineup to go visit the doctor to have the thumb checked out, and he sits out. Chris Young bangs into the wall on a fabulous play. He is coming out of the game. So both Young and Upton are now down for the Diamondbacks.
And that means John McDonald will come in to play shortstop as Willie Bloomquist goes out to left. Oh, what a crime it would be if he has to miss time.
Well, with Chris coming out of the game, a guy who plays hurt, played hurt with a broken thumb most of last year. Never let anybody know, so you know he's hurting.
Certainly.
Willie Bloomquist out there and left. Boy, a nice reception from the crowd. Chris Young, a nice reception coming in for his efforts.
Well, it's one of the best catches you'll see. Let's hope it's not an expensive catch.
Ian Kennedy continues to play catch. Willie Bloomquist. John McDonald is at short.
No, let's not kid ourselves, Darren. Boys are going to be tested now. Their two star players are both out with injuries. And you hope it's just for a day or two, but it could be longer.
Kubel moves to right field. Parra is in center. Willie is in left. Jason Kubel, more natural playing right field. That's what he played most of the time with the Minnesota Twins. McDonald, of course, fine at short. That's his best spot. But you're right. You have two key offensive players and defenders out.
And let's not forget, another one of your star players is still recovering from a catastrophic leg injury last year, Stephen Drew.
Over the inside corner, strike one. Just for the sake of discussion, top pick A.J. Pollock in AAA Reno is hitting .340 after having a fabulous spring. Let's hope it doesn't have to go to that. I mean, there are troops in reserve, but right now there are no Justin Uptons and Chris Youngs. These guys with their experience and their ability. 0-1 the count, Clint Barmas. Breaking ball. There you go. You were talking about the curveball earlier.
Well, right now, if you're Ian Kennedy, you see what's transpired behind you. Your number 3 and number 4 hitters are gone. You're going to have to batten down the hatches now, and you're going to have to put up a bunch of goose eggs and try to get this, what's turned into be a patchwork line. See if they can find a way to score a couple.
Inside, nearly got it. 2-2 the count. Change up, strike three. One of the best pitches he's thrown tonight.
And this might be the first stomp of the evening.
Pitcher Jared Hughes.
So now Jared Hughes. Oh, 0-1 the count. 3-3 our score. Pirates with a single run on an RBI by Garrett Jones in the first. RBIs by Walker and Jones in the third. Swing and a miss. The 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Pittsburgh Pirates are the offense. For 6, 3 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. 6 for 6. Waves at that one, gonna have to go find it. Long throw, just got it. Nice job, Miguel Montero. All hands on deck now for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Guys like Miguel Montero, Gerardo Parra. Justin Upton gone tonight. Chris Young injured as well. Gila River Casinos brings you Kachinko. There's nothing like it. You can find out how you can play by heading to section 111 during regular season home games. Just find the interactive kiosk and watch your life change forever. Kachinko.
You got to make that commitment. I have.
Gila River Casinos. I'm not a gold digger, but I dig Goldschmidt, the sign says.
I like that as well. I wonder if Goldschmidt can play the outfield.
In a pinch?
He may have to.
In a pinch? Ryan Roberts to lead it off. Roberts grounded out to end the first inning. This is his second shot at things. There's a strike. 0-1 the count. 8 of 37 on the young campaign for Roberts. Shot into left field, and that is a base hit. Pedro Alvarez.
There's a shooting gallery down there for Pedro Alvarez. He is getting nothing but hot shots down at the hot corner. Look out, son. A bullet right off the thumb area of the glove. And that'll go as a base hit. I mean, this is hit like a rocket.
Lyle Overbay now. The veteran grounded out to second, back in the second inning. Slapped into left field. Arizona with something a brewing. So our good friends and partners with Nissan bring you tonight's text poll. Now, how warm does your pool water have to be before you'll get in? Is it like 68 to 72, mid 70s, 77 to 80, or does it have to be above 80? A, B, C, or D, 36929.
I kind of like it above 80.
How warm does it have to be for you to get in?
What about you?
I'm going to go with B, as long as it's above 73.
68 to 72, a little chilly.
That's a little bit chilly. That's kind of Pacific Ocean like.
Yeah. You need a wetsuit to get in your pool then.
And that's not very big lake.
No, it's very.
Rod Barajas with a full set of signs.
I understand Jody Jackson brought her wetsuit with her today.
Did she now?
Yeah. Haven't seen it, but I heard she brought it.
Everybody.
This pool is nice and warm.
This pool is very warm.
Lyle Overbay, a beautiful job of hitting. Now we got first and second, and an opportunity here for Aaron Hill.
That one sinks low. Boy, he leaned on a baseball last night. It was fun to see. Ready for a fastball.
Crushing a homer to left.
Everything with Hughes is heavy with good dive to it.
A lot to like about this big rascal, isn't there?
And he's come on in and he's done a really nice job throwing strikes. Hard ground ball out to third. Alvarez steps back, gets one. On to first. That a huge double play. That's what those sinkers will do.
Yeah, that's a big play. Alvarez making a play this time on a perfect feed over to Neil Walker on that sinker. Just a two-hopper right to him. And the Pirates turn it nicely. That is a huge double play.
Well, the Dodgers finally lost a ball game.
Are you a scoreboard watcher in April? I am.
When a team's 9-1, I am. You bet. I don't know if I'm checking every team every night, but when a team is 9-1, the Milwaukee Brewers rallied with.
I watched the West.
A pair of runs in the bottom of the ninth inning. They just walked off the Los Angeles Dodgers. And they did so by a 5-4 final, as that one is inside. So
Ooh,
LA's 9-2.
Hughes tried to hit Kennedy with that one.
Think he actually was trying to?
Sure looked like it. Add blood between the Pirates and Diamondbacks. Well, there you go. That's why Baxter is no longer here. He's been removed from the pool area.
Pitches inside.
Up and in again. Ball 3 now. 3-0 on Kennedy. Well, this would be a major gaffe for Hughes, who has been really, really good to this point.
Wow.
He was trying to hit him.
Now, that's certainly not the case, folks, if you're just joining us. It also may be a pitcher that throws 1 inning at a time starting to hit the wall. That may be what it is.
Pretty well said. 4 pitches just run in on Ian Kennedy. Nothing anywhere near, really. And Willie Bloomquist now with an opportunity. Diamondbacks have driven in all 3 of their runs tonight with 2 outs, which is a little bit opposite of the way it's been all year long.
Tony Watson, left-handed pitcher, warms in the pen. For Hughes, it's been 5 ground ball outs, 2 strikeouts, and a flyout. He has really used that sinker. I think he's starting to fade. We are poolside taking this one in out at Chase Field's pool and in right field. Hughes with 43 pitches.
We get a shot of my children still in the pool.
Yeah, I see that down there.
And Clint Hurl's going to make a move. He's going to go get his left-hander. So you were right on the money, Darren. The big fellow did run out of gas, but he did a good job of keeping his team in the ball game.
Pitching number 44, Tony Watson.
Diamondbacks baseball is brought to you in part by Jack in the Box. You know, there's no curfew for late night cravings. So stop by Jack in the Box where the entire menu is available all day long. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. I tell you, tip of the cap to Mr. Hughes. You know, you go down to that bullpen thinking you might pitch in the 6th inning. Instead, you're in the 2nd inning. Threw 43 pitches and bailed his bullpen out.
He did a good job. You see, he's a little frustrated. He got a big double play ball off the bat of Aaron Hill and then walked the pitcher in 4, and that ended his night. Tony Watson, the left-hander, coming in to face the right-handed hitting Willie Bloomquist. So a lot of trust by the manager and this young, hard-throwing left-hander.
I think it's an all-hands-on-deck kind of night, too. When you lose your starter in the 1st inning, after the 1st inning, you've got to get some righties out if you're a lefty. 9th-round pick in 07. Fastball is high, 1-0 the count. Watson last year, 43 games in the big leagues. Worked in 41 innings. A lot of walks, too many walks last year, and a lot of home runs as well. 6 long balls in 40 innings. Willie Bloomquist got one he loved, I bet.
He'd love to have that one back. That was a fat fastball right in the middle of the plate.
Pitched at Nebraska. Hill and his mates trying to claw one more run out of here. pitched at Nebraska, where, by the way, Darren Erstad is now the head coach.
He's now the head coach. That time he bore it right in on the hands of Willie Bloomquist. Diamondbacks trying to score their 4th, maybe 5th run of the night when 2 are out.
And tonight's pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, his name is Johnny Holstaff, because it's the whole staff that's going to have to help out. Swing and a miss. Changed up on him and fooled him badly. Arizona strands a pair. Big double play in the middle hurt.
And get home safe. With great beer comes great responsibility.
All right, you Arizonans, how hardy are you? You surprised me. Very proud. Very proud. 70% of you say between 68 and 76, right there. Those hardy Arizonans. Oh, those that are older like Gracie like it a little warmer.
That's okay. Well,
kind of the senior crowd.
Us guys taking Social Security. We'll take we'll heat it up a little more. That's all right.
You know why?
Why?
Because you can.
You got that.
That's
right.
going to be your answer back.
Got that right.
As we welcome you back, thanks for playing along with our Nissan text poll. Here is Ian Kennedy, and he takes it with him. That one is bunted foul. Alex Presley.
You can see Presley likes that play. He got a base hit last night doing the same thing. He tried it again, this time with a foul ball.
There you see how they set it up. Cheating in at third is Ryan Roberts.
Overbase still way back, challenging the young man to do it. Good change up for strike 2.
Dips that one over the outside. Now, if you're just joining us, Ian Kennedy, you see 3 runs, and for the average pitcher, like, all right, they're pitching all right. You're stunned for Ian. Now the Pirates, middle of the order, has gotten the job done. 6 for 6. The likes of McCutchen, Neil Walker, and Garrett Jones. Breaking ball. To the screen it goes. Kind of got to figure that you need to see Garrett Jones in the lineup. Wasn't in there last night.
I'm stunned by that. I guess lefty on lefty. Maybe,
I understand that.
But at the end of the day, he's your main long ball threat.
Lefty on lefty's fine, but no one's hitting anyone.
True.
You know, up until tonight. Fly ball on a curveball. And a nice job spoiling that one. There he is. Great story. I mean, really journeyed through the minor leagues forever and a day.
Minnesota Twins, right?
Yes. Finally got his chance with Pittsburgh, and I mean a chance to play at least 70% of the time, and he cashed in. But it's funny when you're not the next big thing. when you're not the guy that comes up as the top prospect, you've got to prove yourself each year, every time, like Jones and that man, Ryan Roberts.
Sure. You're not a first or second round pick. Yeah, that's some gas right by Alex Presley for out number 1.
Great news. Asian steakhouse quality is now at Panda Express. It's the Shanghai Angus steak. It's Angus top sirloin with a delicious Asian flair. Enjoy tonight at Panda Express. Get your free steak bowl tonight. For more information, go to their website or log on and like them on Facebook tonight. Right there, the Shanghai Angus steak.
Tonight.
I tell you tonight. Change up, laid back on it and drives it. Into right center field, that one goes. It's down. Parra plays it off the wall. And a double. That is Nate McLeod with his first extra base hit of the season.
A change up, and it is just belted off the center field wall. Parra does a good job playing the carom, getting it in quickly and keeping a speedy McLeod at second base. But now, the first batter of those quote-unquote big 3 here tonight, McCutchen, he's 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits. He's got an opportunity to give the Pirates the lead.
Taking this one in poolside at the Chase Field pool. Glad to have you with us. Mark Grace, Darren Sutton, Brad Steinke as well. A sold-out pool, I am told, for the season. Hey, here we go into that part you're talking about. Fouled that one back to the screen. Been a good night for him.
Got him chase a high fastball right there.
Six for 6 for the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. 3 runs and 3 RBIs. Mentioned it before, but bears mentioning again.
The heart of the order. A little fastball up and in to straighten up Andrew McCutchen. That'll have you checking your fillings, but he'll be just fine.
I mean, a belt high cut fastball right there. That's good hitting.
Well, that's right after a fastball up and in.
Southern California born right-hander Ian Kennedy. Pitched at La Quinta High School in Huntington Beach and then went to USC.
Tried to come right back with that inside cutter. That time he just missed with it. It's ball 2. He tries to bring it right on that inside corner, but he just leaves it a little too far in. Good try, though.
Got a couple of Pirates on that pitch. It's a gutsy pitch because you miss out over the plate, you get it hit. Talking to Ian the other day, he likes it. Change up, ground ball there to gobble up and make the play is Ryan Roberts. Thank you, Mr. Lyle Overbeck, with the dig on the other side of the diamond.
Well, McCutchen retired for the first time this evening. Now, Neil Walker also 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits and a couple RBIs. Folks, I don't know if we've told you tonight, but the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Pittsburgh Pirates are 6 for 7 now with 3 runs and 3 runs driven in.
It's a good note, Gracie.
Well, it is. Can't get enough of that note.
Pitch is high. 1-0 the count. See what happens out here in our unique bird's nest by the pool is we get handed stats and pass them along, update them, and sometimes I'll mess with them and update them every batter. The 1-0. That one is popped foul.
Beat him with a fastball there. He went middle in with the fastball. Neil Walker was a little tardy.
Well, that's a good note there, Gracie.
Now, in case you haven't heard that tonight, folks, we're going to have put that graphic up there for you.
Yeah, that's
usually our home.
Scott Snyder's up there.
It's good to see some. This is us. Hi, guys.
Well, they wouldn't have known if you hadn't waved. Well done.
My flaming pink.
1-1 the count. Breaking ball.
Good.
1-2.
Thing of beauty there.
You at least kept your shoes on. It's well done.
Able to fight off a good fastball in.
So I just, you know, if he gets him here, I just want to let you know they'd be 6 for 8.
Well, you're getting ahead of yourself there.
I'm going to hand it to you just in case.
Oh, okay, and I'll make sure I mention it. This isn't guesswork up here, folks.
Oh, but it is. 1-2 the count. Mr. Kennedy hopes this little index card is correct. Let's go with that.
That's exactly right. I like that. Big pitch for Ian Kennedy.
Fastball.
Just missed that inside corner.
So he's up and in with the fastball. He's got a dangerous hitter in Walker. Certainly a guy who can handle the fastball. Do you go soft? Do you throw a curveball? Do you throw a changeup?
He's gotten hurt a couple of times with changeups by Neil Walker. I think he's going to try to crowd him with that fastball in and see if he can get a comebacker probably. He tried to go in with the fastball there, but it got the middle of the plate. He kept it at the knees, but Montero, watch, he wants it in. Watch where the pitch goes, though. Out over. So Ian Kennedy got away with that one.
He wasn't looking fastball. I mean, that was a last-minute protection swing. All right, let's watch with Ian. The 2-2. Breaking ball, ground ball. Wow, what a play. My goodness.
Holy mackerel. Aaron Hill saving a run. And his teeth.
Glad to have you back at the ballpark. 3-3 is our score. Hello there, Miss Chloe. Our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Who played in the Houston outfield from 77 to 90 with a career average of 281? The Houston outfield, 77 to 90 with a career average of 281. Boy, that is not a real good question.
I think I know that one.
I do too, absolutely. Kevin Bass.
Oh, that's not it.
Well, it's 0-1 the count.
It's 0-1.
Cheo Cruz, Jose Cruz.
Because everybody knows. Everybody knows it's Enos Cabell.
Enos Cabell. 0-1 the count to Parra. Inside. 3-3 is our score. Boy, what a great question. I tell you, there's nothing like when the Pirates and the Diamondbacks get together.
Get Astro trivia.
It's some good old-fashioned Chris Snyder-based Astro trivia.
That's right. Chris Snyder played with the Diamondbacks, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and now he's with the Houston Astros.
He is now. 1-2 the count. Well, Alan Ashby.
Come on, you know it was Billy Doran.
Oh, good guess. Well done. Grounder right in on his hands. We have a little fun with this one, and this is a fun question because it ties into our evening tonight. The answer, Terry Poole.
Swimming pool.
Terry Poole. There.
Good Canadian boy, Terry Poole.
Yes, very good.
Good left-handed hitter, Terry Poole.
Good man. So, kind of a fun little play on words. Terrible question, but
at least they're consistent.
Boy, are they ever. Well, wouldn't it be fun if Mr. McDonald pitched in some offense with the couple of days he had in Denver, Colorado, where he was a one-man band offensively and with his glove on a freezing cold night when Troy Tulowitzki, one of the best shortstops in the game over the last decade, couldn't throw the baseball. This gentleman had no problem.
He had zero problem. I don't think he's ever had a problem playing defense in his career. Oh.
Clearly had to be crossed up there.
What happened there?
Either crossed up or lost it because of the bunt in front of him.
I think that got a piece of Rod Barras. I don't know if it got a piece of Jerry Lane, the home plate umpire. No, I think that was just the left forearm or left arm period of Rob Barajas. Yeah, he was expecting something besides that fastball. And, you know, it's a fraternity, those catchers and umpires. They both wear the gear back there. They're both the ones that get hit very hard by foul tips and or errant pitches. And it's 1-1. Good fastball there to the inside corner.
Good take of a changeup that is low to the veteran. Two balls and two strikes to count.
Just missed.
Ian trying to hold serve, keep things tight, keep it a ball game. He's lost his center fielder with an injury. Chris Young banged into the wall, making a fabulous play a few innings back. That's why McDonald is in the lineup playing short. Willie Bloomquist moved to the outfield. And if you're just joining us, Justin Upton not in the starting lineup at all because of that thumb. That thumb that plagued him about a week ago that he tried to play through has seen the team doctor. And it's wrapped. Justin not in the lineup tonight. We don't know exactly the diagnosis, or at least they haven't told us yet. Bouncing ball, ranging to his left. On across in time for the out. That all ties into, I think, what Brad Steinke has to share with us. Brad, what do you know?
Well, first of all, nothing yet on Chris Young, awaiting word on that, but our own Jack Magruder of FoxSportsArizona.com just tweeted out that the Diamondbacks outfielder Pollock was not in the Class AAA Reno lineup tonight. Originally he was, then he was scratched, and so we don't know what that means exactly, but he's been tearing it up down there. As you guys mentioned earlier, 340 with a couple of doubles, actually 6 doubles so far. So again, Pollock was in the original lineup, but was scratched before that game. An early game tomorrow, so maybe he's on a flight. We'll wait and see if Jack has more.
Good stuff, Brad. Thanks for following up with that, and Jack as well. Good stuff being on all of that. We'll keep an eye on it, and as soon as we know more on Upton and Young, we will let you know.
Well, I think Brad should keep an eye on all the flights from Mobile to Phoenix.
Oh, he's in Reno. He's in AAA.
Oh, in Reno, okay.
Young man out of Notre Dame had a good spring. Real good spring. The 1-0. Pitch is high. 2-0 the count.
Good slider there on 2-0. Got the swing and miss. Nice pitch.
Yeah, that Reno club is in Fresno, so not a difficult trip into town should he need to be shipped into town.
Stop right in Vegas on the way down.
I'm guessing that won't be in his itinerary.
Maybe go to the dice table or something. Maybe roll the bones before on his way down here.
Two and two the count. Huge shift. We saw this last night for Montero.
Now that he can't bunt anymore.
Bouncing ball, charging. That's the third baseman on across in time for the out.
Over here and asked for an autograph. So
in the middle of his race?
Yeah, in the middle of his race. I mean, that's how, so it was good. So you know what? He's been so bad, I was like, come here, let me, come on. Take that with you.
Nice.
Take that with you. You should hang your head in shame.
Boy, I tell you what, I about had it with these Arizona Diamondbacks and their publicity stunts at your expense. You did get that big hit to lead off the inning, didn't you?
My kids are back here in the pool, and they don't want any part of their dad anymore. They got up and left. That's coming out our way, Darren.
That is coming this way, heading towards the pool, and that one's out of here. That is a home run for Garrett Jones. He knocked it out of here. Landed in a chair out here, doesn't matter because there's your baseball. There's your home run.
He's being told to throw it back, but...
Throw it back?
No, keep it.
He threw it back.
Threw it back. All the way out to Aaron Hill. I would have kept it.
Sign him up. That's the best throw I've ever seen from the bleachers.
That was a pretty good throw right there. I like that.
He hit his cutoff man right to Aaron Hill. Well, 4-3 is the score.
Garrett Jones is wearing out Ian Kennedy tonight. A single, a double, and now a go-ahead home run. Looked like a first pitch fastball. Tried to come in. Ian Kennedy could not get it in. And it hit a chair back there and just kind of stayed right there. Close to the water.
I think it went into the water, didn't it?
You know what? I think
it looked like it hit a chair here. Watch. So he jumps.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll see it disappear.
And it splashes.
There. Yeah, there it is.
It's only fitting a pool ball in the pool show.
It's the first time that has occurred in my 6 years doing the pool show. Well, I look forward to it each and every year. 2-1 the count.
Now the Diamondbacks look like with a 3-1 lead and Ian Kennedy on the mound, you thought, well, this thing looks pretty good. Well, not to be. Pirates have stormed back and have taken a 4-3 lead here in their half of the sixth.
Three and 2 the count. Rod Barajas, Garrett Jones. 3 runs batted in. A single, double, homer. Triple shy of the cycle. Change up, that's strike 3. So Rod Barajas is 0 for 3. For Kennedy, that's 94 pitches on the evening.
Third baseman Pedro Alvarez.
Pedro Alvarez is 0 for 2. He's grounded out. He's flied out. He's 1 for 22 to start the season. To the backstop it goes.
He was the one that hit that long drive into left center field that Chris Young made a fabulous catch on, but had to leave the ball game. We can only hope that young man is okay, especially the start he's gotten off to.
Change up, hit hard, ranging. There's Lyle to the bag in time for the out.
Greg Breslow getting himself loose. Ian Kennedy trying to keep it right where it is, trying to get through 6 innings and give up just 4.
We, by the way, still find ourselves awaiting news on Chris Young. We don't have any yet. Nor do we have news on Justin Upton, who's been seated in the dugout for quite some time now. That one has popped up into the seats. We have A.J. Pollock, who's off to a great start. We have Pollock removed from a game tonight with Reno, but no official news yet. Here's Chris Young earlier. Fly ball, Kubel looks up into the night sky and he puts it away. What an incredible night for Garrett Jones, who didn't start the opener of this series. He's a triple shy of the cycle. He has driven in 3. What a beautiful night here in the great state of Arizona. Glad to have you with us. We are poolside. 2-2 the score in overtime. Phoenix, Chicago. Best of luck to the Yotes. 2-2 is our score. Series tied at 1 apiece. Here's Jason Kubel ready to roll. And the left-hander inside. 1-0 the count. Kubel doubled in a run in the first inning, also flied to center field. Boy, good fastball over the outside.
Watson showing dominating stuff here. Through his inning in the third, he's been, man, really good.
Two and one the count to Kubel. Little number off the end of the bat. They've already got him played that way, so Alvarez turns that into an easy out. Jason Kubel on a 5-3 ground out here in the bottom half of the sixth inning is erased. So he is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Looks like it's quiet in that Pirates bullpen at this point.
Why wouldn't it be? This guy is doing everything he needs to do.
Our Chaz Roberts Air Conditioning Cool Play. Take it, my friend, your old teammate.
Yeah, our old buddy Jamie Moore, who spent some time with us in Colorado these last few days, became the oldest player to win a major league game at 49 years young. Congratulations to Jamie Moyer. Only gave up 2 runs in 7 innings. None of them earned. Never strikeout guy. Struck out 1. Congratulations, Jamie. That's awesome.
Swing and a miss on a changeup. 0-2 the count. Can't help but let your mind wonder and hope that, unlike last year, Justin Upton can stay off the disabled list.
Well, you hope so.
I mean, early in his career, that was what plagued him the most, and just being healthy all year long, that's what benefited him the most and benefited this organization. Big swing. Ryan fouls it off. Will do it again with a 1-2 count. It's really all over the internet and on Twitter as well, consistently, about A.J. Pollock not being in the lineup tonight. But still no news on Upton. Swing and a miss. Boy, 3 home run cuts and he came up empty. We do have, I think, some news we're just getting on Chris Young. Brad, what have you found out?
Yeah, just found removed from the game with a right shoulder contusion. They'll have an MRI tomorrow, more tests, but that is the latest. So obviously a right shoulder contusion, but that is good news, Mark, as you pointed out, not a separation. You can't lift that wing above your head if that's the case. So we'll obviously wait for more results tomorrow, but a right shoulder contusion.
Which is a bruise, a very bad bruise. So right now, is without getting the MRI or anything yet, that's good news. Not separated or sublexed.
Lyle Overbay takes inside. 1-0 the count. Yep. I think it's time for Lyle Homer.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do.
Well, sure.
I just thought I'd share that with you. Breaking ball, ground ball, not this time though. Just kind of had a feeling. Maybe next time. 4-3 the score. The ballpark 4-3 is the score. Aaron Hill, it's really been fun to watch him not only knock it out of the park last night, but show those tools out there, tools of the trade. Of course, tonight the glove.
Aaron Hill just knocking the ball down to his left and getting the out. And then this, boom. Saved a run right here. What a great acrobatic play that was to rob Neil Walker of an RBI base hit.
4-4-3, or ground ball outs to second if you're scoring. So he's done a fine job. So now we take a look out on the mound. The evening is done for Ian Kennedy. Craig Breslow takes the baseball. His 4 appearances have been solid. Look at that opponent's batting average out of the gate.
Yeah, Breslow has done a great job of throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. And when you get ahead 0-1, it's very difficult for a hitter to gauge you, and you can see they're doing nothing against him, hitting a paltry 083.
Jose Tabata is called upon, and he will go to work. That one stays high. By the way, for just joining us, the line on Ian Kennedy: 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Ian didn't walk anyone, and he struck out 5, 1 home run allowed, a 3.86 ERA. And Ian in his last 9 starts is undefeated, so that right now is in jeopardy. 8-0 in his last 9 starts. And here we go again, Gracie, and folks at home. Another one-run game, one way or the other.
The Pittsburgh bullpen has been fabulous. Now it's time for the Diamondback bullpen to be equally fabulous and keep this in a one-run game. Diamondbacks have the #1 ranked bullpen ERA with a 2.23. So they're very confident with the guys they have out there.
Opponents hitting below 175 against that bullpen as well. But you're right, Pittsburgh's bullpen set the standard tonight, allowing the middle of the order to do what they have done.
Evan Meek.
Remind us of the stuff of Breslow from what you have seen so far.
Well, he throws a fastball around 90, 91 miles an hour. He cuts it. He sinks it. He's also got a very good changeup and a good little slider to left-handers. Changeup's a pretty good pitch to right-handers.
Ball 4. He hasn't done a whole lot of that. So Tabata is on.
Left fielder Alex Presley.
Now there's the bullpen that has gotten off to the good start. It's kind of waiting for
kind
their
of a country club out there, isn't it?
I think so. They're ready when called upon. He doesn't want them too comfortable.
Probably a bunt now coming from Presley. It takes strike 1.
And we saw the guys out there kind of filing down the nails. Always important for the breaking balls, but you can't put that nail file in your glove, can you?
Well, you're not supposed to. I'm sure some pitchers do.
What?
Every now and then.
No. I resemble that remark. Ouch. Diving play, Ryan Roberts.
A fastball ran right in on the thumbs of Alex Presley, and he, in self-defense, pops it up. And Ryan Roberts charging the whole way. It's a big out on the dive. Nice play there by Roberts, and a big out and an unsuccessful sacrifice for Alex Presley. Nice play there.
One out, runner on first, a 1-run lead with the Pirates. I mean, this is an explosion offensively compared to what they've done for a majority of the season. To score 4, unheard of. They came in averaging 2 a game. 2 runs a game. Matter of fact, Pittsburgh came in with regard to entering this series and team RBIs the team, the Pirates, were trailing Dodgers, Matt Kemp and Andre Ethier in RBIs. The team. And the few times they've scored runs, like four or more, they're 2-0. Runner on the move, throw down, got him!
Nice tag by McDonald. Tabata, for a big guy, runs well. But he didn't get a very good jump, and it cost him. There's the throw from Montero. The quick tag there from McDonald right on the arm. And he is a dead duck.
So that's 5 caught stealings. That's the most in Major League Baseball. The Diamondbacks and their catchers, again, and when I say their catchers, that's Miguel Montero. And on the flip side, too, for the Pirates, the frustration. I mean, they, too, have been caught 5 times. That leads Major League Baseball.
Well, they're trying to push the envelope. When you have trouble scoring, you have to try to take some chances offensively. And by taking those chances, well, it's just coming back to haunt them again and again. Good fastball there. For strike 2, 2-2.
Swing and a miss. That'll do it. Time to stand up and stretch him out. Miguel Montero, he stood up. He's all stretched out. Come on, boys. Let's get some runs. Come on now. In part by Nissan. Go to Nissan now for our great offers across our full lineup. Visit choosenissan.com or your local dealer now.
And welcome back to Chase Field. We're out at the pool getting set for our post-game show, Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink. Jody Jackson alongside Joe Borowski. And Joe, the Diamondbacks offense jumped out to a 3-1 lead. That is usually enough for Ian Kennedy, but not tonight, at least so far.
Ian spoiled us, and he spoiled us especially at home. I'll break down his outing and show you exactly how the Pirates hitters, well, the 3, 4, 5 hitters, were able to get to Ian. And I'll give you a little clue. Real estate.
Ah, a little hint there. Real estate. With that, we send it back up to you guys.
I tell you what, I love the forward tees. No one does it better in television than Joe Borowski.
I have a feeling I know what Joe is talking about, but I want to hear it from him.
Aaron Hill ahead 1-0. Evan Meek is pitching. The right-hander deals it. Cut fastball stays high. The numbers on Meek. He was touched up yesterday. A 2-run home run off the bat of Chris Young, who, if you've just joined us, has left the game with a shoulder bruise with a fabulous play, banging into the wall a couple of innings back. Bouncing ball out to third. Alvarez, and in time for the out.
Alvarez has been a busy man tonight.
Paul Goldschmidt now.
Check for Greg Drexler, number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Well, that's why she came to the yard tonight, and hopefully a win as well.
Well, you can be a Goldschmidt digger.
I think we all would say that. Loved watching him play. Swing and a miss. Good fastball at 94. 5 times the Diamondbacks have rolled out to third base tonight. You were talking about that. Paul drives it, but he got it off the end of the bat. And dies out there in left center field. Ah, that's all right. Do you see the look on the face of the guys behind her? They weren't happy.
Down in front, please. No, down in front. That's all right. She likes Goldschmidt. Look at those guys behind her. Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. We can't see. Trying to watch the game.
Willie Bloomquist back to the wall and fouls it off. I made this sign to make the people behind me mad.
Well, mission accomplished, young man.
Oh, well, that's all right. It's a rival's hat back there. You're fine, young lady. It's a Brewers hat. Sent these Diamondbacks home. Over the outside corner. Or to quote something Derek Hall would say, if you're a Brewers fan, well, your hat is blue, but your money's green.
I like that.
That's a pretty good quote, wasn't it?
Very good quote.
And he was drinking a Heineken, the gentleman he was talking about, and Derek said, and so is his beer. Into the dirt it goes. Well, I tell you what, this Pirates bullpen, if you just joined us too, the Pirates, Jeff Karstens pitched 1 inning. That's it. Hughes 2 2/3. Watson 2 1/3. Meek now behind him. That's the story for the Pirates. Willie's facing his 4th different pitcher tonight. That's got to be tough.
It can't be easy. Oh boy, somehow the right arm of Jerry Lane didn't come up for strike 3 there. It's 3-2.
CenturyLink High Speed Internet presents CenturyLink High Speed Pitch. Evan Meek, Craig Breslow, guys out of the bullpen, 94 and 90 miles an hour. Line drive, McCutcheon dead in his tracks.
Yesterday at Chase Field, shortstop Stephen Drew, coming back from that devastating ankle injury, had a very, very good workout. Leads us to our Geico quote of the game. Kirk Gibson saying yesterday he looked phenomenal. You go out there and watch him, you go, wow, he looks close to playing. But again, we talked about it yesterday. The key is he looks very good in drills like this where he can go 10, 15 minutes at a time. But the key when he comes back in game shape is playing for an inning, sitting on the bench, going back out there and doing it again. So all good news on the Stephen Drew front, but again, just nothing with an MRI today, and see why Chris Young has an MRI scheduled on that right shoulder tomorrow. So D-back's a little banged up right now, guys.
Those are three very important baseball players. Brad, thank you for that Geico quote, and great work so far tonight. Joe Patterson, first pitch. Line drive, base hit, left field. Andrew McCutcheon, the seldom used Joe Patterson. Right there in the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 in the order, 8 for 10 now for the Pirates.
You can see the struggles of Joe Patterson. Only 2/3 of an inning.
He was only pitched twice. He pitched opening day, and then he pitched on Sunday.
And the first pitch he throws here gets promptly whacked into left field for a base hit. Now the switch hitting, Neil Walker. Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Ryan Roberts playing back on the outfield grass, and he gets burned by Neil Walker on a blueprint of a bunt. So 2 pitches from Joe Patterson, 2 base runners. And that's going to bring up that guy, Neil Walker. Now it's going to be a little different chore for Neil Walker with the lefty specialist, Joe Patterson.
What's going on with the middle of the order?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Aaron, because McCutcheon, Walker, and Jones are now 9 for 11 in this game. The 3, 4, 5 hitters are 9 for 11 with a double, a home run. Just a lot of hits.
Thanks for updating that for us.
No problem.
Well, you're just full of good news, aren't you?
3 batters have 9 hits.
Kind of a dark cloud over this beautiful pool night.
Schlep rock.
Breaking ball outside.
In case you didn't hear me, folks, the 3, 4, 5 hitters tonight are combined 9 for 11, 4 runs scored, 4 RBIs, a double, and a homer. Now that's a heart of an order right there.
And Jones with 3 of the RBIs. He's hitting right now. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count from Patterson. Two and 1 the count.
Huge batter for Patterson. Oh, what a good fastball that time. Even though it's 83 miles an hour, folks, it's just that different look that he brings. And just a pretty defensive, feeble swing that time from the dangerous Garrett Jones.
Popped up very shallow. Here comes Kubel, unable to make the play. The throw, the force out. And a nice job. Really nice job working together. And a huge first out, though. More threats from these Pirates.
Well, that's frustrating. You get your 4th hit. But the read from Neil Walker was below average. And Kubel came in and threw a strike and got him at second base. So a bit of a break for the Diamondbacks as Joe Patterson now has given up 3 straight. Well, that's not a hit, but it should have been. Now he needs a ground ball from the right-handed hitting Rod Barajas.
Patterson made 62 appearances a season ago. A big part of this team winning the National League West, a 2.91 ERA. This is just the third time he has pitched this season. Joe pitched on opening day on April 6th. He pitched 9 days later in Colorado.
Desperately needs a ground ball.
I tell you what, Rod Barajas can back leg swing.
He swings very hard. Always has.
Big old piece of lumber.
And rarely hits a ball to the right side of second base. I mean, he is a pull hitter all the way. Yeah, that's just turning and burning right there.
That's a trip to the chiropractor right there is what that is.
I didn't have the ability to swing that hard. And my back thanks me. Well, possible strikeout or a double play ball. Well, a pop-up.
Over by the bag into foul territory. And infield fly puts that one away. And a huge out. Pop-up over the infield. Boy, big out there, Joe Patterson. Can he keep it here? Arizona has 6 outs offensively to play with.
He's got the left-handed hitting now. Pedro Alvarez. I guess you could say, Darren, that this kid is due.
Well, he's due, and Young made an incredible play. The play
Yes.
that cost him that shoulder bruise and an exit from this ball game, but he took away extra bases from Alvarez. 0 for 3, 1 for 23. Breaking ball outside, 1-0 the count. The pride of Oregon State University. 2 College World Series titles, Joe Patterson.
There's a good fastball poured right down the middle, and Alvarez take it. I mean, this pitch, well, you got a couple of fellas out there, and you got a 1-0 count, and you take that pitch, I mean, right down Broadway.
Breaking ball, 1-2 the count.
Well, Joe Patterson with an opportunity to light a fire under this home crowd, maybe swing a little momentum into the third base dugout. They need a little shot in the arm tonight. Let's see if he can provide it. He's going to.
Here comes Kubel. Here comes Parra. Communicate, boys. It's Parra.
Nice job by Joe Patterson.
Miguel Montero is due up. Free Joe. We'd love to see him out there a little bit more. All right, let's see if Miguel Montero can get things going for the Diamondbacks. A change made. Jason Grilly goes to work. We are poolside calling this one. Pool and hot tub side out in the right field area, and hoping it's a rally pool at some point. He has been very good. A veteran who's been at it a long time. Michigander, 35 years old. Pitched at Seton Hall collegiately.
Grilly's kind of pieced his career back together after some early struggles. Struggled in Detroit, but has thrown the ball very well since coming to the Pirates. He jumps ahead of Gerardo Parra, 0-1.
What's going on there with the boys? Happy golden birthday, Tommy.
I don't know.
Oh, Tommy.
Somebody's turning 50.
That's great, Gracie.
He's number 17.
In and out of the catcher's mitt.
That was my son Jackson and his buddy Clark Bauer. And well, I don't know who that is.
0-2 the count. The 0-2. Breaking ball hanging around. Really last year in 28 appearances for the Pirates. Had a 2.48 ERA. Didn't pitch at all in the major leagues in 2010.
Love to have that leadoff man on base somehow, some way. You're down to 6 outs. And the Pirates have one of the best closers in all of baseball in Jack Hanrahan.
Congratulations to Coyotes. In overtime, they get it done over Chicago. They lead the series now 2-1.
Nice throwing, boys.
High. 1-2 the count. For Pittsburgh, 4 runs on 10 hits. For Arizona, 3 runs on 6 hits. Neither team with the miscue. Chases, and Parra's done.
Tough night for Gerardo Parra. That's 0 for 4 for him tonight.
John McDonald came into the batter's spot when Chris Young left the game. Had a 2-double game a couple of days back against the Colorado Rockies. And that one is high.
We'd love to find a way to get on base in front of Miguel Montero, who's on deck. He and Jason Kubel would love an opportunity here off the right-handed throwing Resop. Got him to chase a high fastball. 1-1.
One and two the count. Breaking ball.
Pretty good one there from Grilly as well. McDonald did well just to lay off of that one.
Low. A Giants first-round pick in 1997, Grilly. His career never materialized in the major leagues with San Francisco. Part of a trade for Levon Hernandez.
Let's see if McDonald can find his way on.
McDonald drives it deep left field. Going back is Presley. Goodbye! The Big Mac attack strikes again. A Fulton Holmes homer. Another $150 to the Arizona Central Mountain Rescue Association. John McDonald.
His first home run as an Arizona Diamondback. And there was no doubt about this one. This one just jumps about 10 rows deep in left center field. Way out of here. Yeah, John McDonald found his way on base. Then he found himself right back in the dugout. A long home run off Jason Grilli. And I guess there's something about the whatever spot Chris Young hits in, a homer comes from it.
The last home run he hit was May 11th of last year against John Lackey. May 11th of last year. That pitch is up and in.
Big things in small packages, you could say.
He's had a great night defensively. He came on in a pinch. Been a great year defensively for him. Easy now, Miguel. Right? I mean, you could just feel it.
Miguel in these situations, he thinks homer. He doesn't get cheated in these situations.
No, he doesn't.
When he is the quote-unquote go-ahead run. Brian Shaw and J.J. Putz throwing in the Diamondback bullpen with one out here. Yeah, he just overswung 3 times there and strikes out.
And he got a bit into, you could just feel the tidal wave going to splash over him and pull him in after what McDonald did.
Of course. Fastball, slider, it didn't matter. Miguel was going to be swinging hard. There's Putz on the left, Shaw on the right.
Johnny Mack with a long ball, you bet.
He got his first Diamondback homer. How about Jason Kubel? Hey, he's looking for his first Diamondback homer. Yep, coming our way, folks.
Breaking ball.
And a good one.
.22 career home runs for John McDonald.
And that ball was hammered.
Oh, it was a no-doubter. You could tell from here once it sailed. That is only the second game-tying home run he's ever hit in his career. Kubel 2 of 5 in his career against Greeley with a homer.
Not a real good 0-2 pitch there from Greeley. That was right down the middle.
Pitches up and away, 1-2 the count. The 1-2. Breaking ball, diving play. He was out front a little bit and a fine play there. But John McDonald gets it done. Wasn't supposed to play at all tonight. But you see in Chris Young's spot, you got to hit homers. All right, if that's what I have to do, I guess I'll do it.
Somewhere Cito Gaston is really smiling.
Good call.
Field as the D-backs and Pirates are knotted up at 4 apiece as we go to the top of the ninth. In to pitch for the D-backs is Brian Shaw, who got his first ever Major League save back on April 8th. You know, the guy's been throwing just an outstanding cutter in the 90s, and it was interesting talking to Kurt Gibson the other day. Shaw was working on a 2-seamer in spring, and Gibson said, you know, if you've got your cutter working like it is, you really don't need that 2-seamer. But the thing that Gibson loves about him, he comes at you. He does not nibble, is what Gibby said. Kind of like Gibby's attitude, going right at batters. We'll see what he can do against the Pirates lineup here in the top of the ninth.
Thank you, Brad. Good stuff. Good update on Shaw. Certainly the fans getting to know him with the work he has done this year. Electric arm. Starter and reliever in the minor leagues, and the Diamondbacks spotted him in Long Beach State gear, and the young man signed out of that program. Clint Barmas first. Clint Barmas fouls it off.
First pitch, curveball. And he jumps ahead 0-1. Well, if he ever finds a release point for that curveball as well as that cutter, Darren, man, sky's the limit for this kid.
Finding himself in important innings, as Brad documented. He pitched a bunch in the postseason last year. Didn't give up a run. There's the breaking ball again. Look at John McDonald. Look at John McDonald.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he? Have a night, Johnny Mac. Nice play there. One quick out. Ranges to the backhand side and just quickly gets rid of it. Throws a strike over to Lyle Overbay. Looks it into the glove. And all you kids out there, wait till you get to the big leagues to start throwing off balance like that. John McDonald can do it because he's one of the best fielding shortstops in the game. But trust me, that's not easy to do. Throw off balance and throw it all the way across the infield.
Chopper, there he is again. 2 outs.
That's not really the guy you want to hit it to, is it? Especially after he just homered. He's got a little bounce in his step. Here's that off-balance throw, and that's a long, long throw. And John, we've seen him do it. He can do it, and he hits Lyle Overbay right in the chest just about every time. And that one was a little more of your normal play the last one. Step and throw. And once again, a quick out. Brian Shaw continues to make it look easy.
Cut fastball stays high. 1-0 the count. Middle of the order having fun. Alex Presley's 0 for 4. He's the leadoff hitter. Cut fastball. My goodness. 1-1. And that's an uncomfortable look there for a left-handed hitter.
2-1.
Good friend Juan Cruz warming in the pen.
Ghost Rider.
Down the line that one goes. We'll do it again. Casey McGee is in the on-deck circle. In case. We'll try and push the long ball button if they get to the former Brewer slugger. Chopper, foul ball. Well, the Pirates will do one thing. They'll snap a unique skid. They're the first major league team since the Texas Rangers in '88 to go through their first 10 games of the season without scoring or allowing more than 5 runs. They've got a chance to get past that. They've allowed 4, and they've scored 4. So we'll see. Maybe they do it again.
The Diamondbacks scored 5 last night.
More than 5.
More than 5. I see.
More than 5.
Gotcha. Thank you.
2-2 the count.
Slap me around once in a while.
Breaking ball is inside. The 1965 Pirates went 16 games to start the season without doing either, giving up more than 5 or scoring more than. You know, too, that kind of equal 5 or more than 5. I don't blame you. The sun's getting to me out here too by the pool.
It's very, very warm day out here.
Just one of those situations where
sun's beating down on us.
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable.
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's in the 90s. Jason Grilli still lamenting that home run he gave up to John McDonald. Presley putting a big time at bat on Brian Shaw here. And he's got big time speed too. You'd love to keep him off the bases.
Little ground ball off his glove. Back in it. Not in time.
That's one of those, if Brian Shaw had it all to do over again, that was basically a ground ball to the second baseman. And Aaron Hill was right there for the play. But in his haste to make the play, well, you can see this is going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman.
Good call, too. Good call by Bob Davidson.
Jason Grilli, number 14, Casey McGee.
Now Casey McGee, who kills the Diamondbacks, going to get an opportunity here with 2 outs.
.426 in his career against Arizona. Nearly 400 here in this ballpark.
And falls behind 2-0. And right now Shaw's worried right now about Presley stealing second, where with 2 outs, well, he can steal second and third if he wants to. If you retire Casey McGee, he ain't going to score. So just go ahead and worry about the hitter. Nice pitch there.
Ooh.
Little slider there on 2-0, huh?
Yeah, just threw that same curveball, but just lowered the arm angle a little bit. Nice side-to-side movement, because that was 78. Just tighten it up. That's a great pitch. The 2-1. Hot shot, base hit, into center field it goes. Runners on first and third. There are 2 outs. Casey McGee continues his domination of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Brian Shaw just plates a cutter, and McGee just rips it. No chance for John McDonald to get that one. Presley coasts over to third base, and first and third 2 outs. And he had 3 hits tonight. Andrew McCutchen with a chance to be a hero here for a team that's been looking for an offensive hero for a while.
This part of the order, 3, 4, and 5. Again, a reminder, 9 for 12 tonight. One and 0 the count. A lot of breaking balls this inning. Cut fastball off the end of the bat.
Very good cutter. Executed that one nicely.
The 1-1.
Damn.
Swings right through it. Another cut fastball.
That time he elevated that one above the belt of Andrew McCutchen, and it just sails right past him. Crowd's starting to come alive now. They're behind their hard-throwing right-hander. They want to see that third strike. They want to see some bottom of the ninth heroics. Can he deliver?
Took one right out of the catcher's
Spoiled
net.
it foul, didn't he? Up and away. McCutchen able to, as Darren described it, he just took that one right out of Miguel Montero's mitt.
Off the end of the bat, charging in, playing it. The Pittsburgh Pirates have the lead.
He got beat with his curveball or his breaking ball. Didn't hit it hard, but he didn't need to. He placed it out there perfectly in front of Willie Bloomquist. Nothing they can do. And boy, you just had an easy comebacker that went off the pitcher's glove, and that ends up coming back to haunt Brian Shaw and the Arizona Diamondbacks. What could have easily been a 1-2-3 inning. Now you're hoping upon hope to keep this at a 1-run inning. And this entire crowd has gone deathly silent.
Goes back to his cut fastball there. 0-1 the count. A lot of off-speed pitches in this inning. A lot of off-speed pitches for David Hernandez as well. A different look from a lot of these guys coming out of the pen this year. Hard ground ball. Hill will play it. The Pirates on the road have the lead. 5-4. There's an all-star closer getting ready to clock in. Miller time moment. What a memory it was. John McDonald tying this ball game up, his first home run since May of last year. As promised earlier in the telecast, it's our Miller time moment. All right, time to go to work now. Really have no idea why Joel Hanrahan's not in this ball game, but he's not.
Juan Cruz is the former Diamondback. You can see he's been just about perfect this year.
Well, the only thing I would be left to deduce if I was a Pirates fan that something's wrong with Joel Hanrahan. I mean, this is.
Well, I hope not. Goodness gracious.
This is a situation that's an all-star closer who had 40 saves last year. And instead, it is former Diamondback Juan Cruz, the hard-throwing right-hander.
He's going to see Ryan Roberts, Lyle Overbay, and Aaron Hill.
Casey McGee stays in. He plays first. Ryan dropped that back shoulder, pops it out.
And Ryan Roberts had a bunch of home run swings tonight. But unfortunately for Ryan, no homers.
So now Lyle Overbay. Juan Cruz last year pitched in Tampa. 56 games, a 3.88 ERA. He's been good for a strikeout an inning his whole career. Was a Diamondback in 06, 07, and 08. According to these notes, Cruz 33 years old.
What? Now those notes are from about 2002. He's pushing Jamie Moyer.
The 1-0. Inside, 2-0 the count. Originally a Cub, a Brave, an A, then a Diamondback.
Good fastball at the knees. Perfectly placed by Juan Cruz. The 33-year-old Juan Cruz. Ball 3-1. Good at bat going here for Lyle Overbay. He's the tying run.
Overbay 2 for 5 career. Hill 2 for 4 waiting on deck against Juan Cruz.
Got him to chase it upstairs. 3-2. Lyle knows he chases one probably out of the strike zone. Watch him. Oh, golly.
Hard ground ball, but that's a foul ball. Boy, he looked like he guessed slider there. Just ripped that ball foul hard on the ground. And tell me he's not on this one, folks. Plus, Mr. Cruz will tell you he hung it right out over the plate. 7th pitch of the at-bat about to come home. Lyle out to second, and in time for the out, Walker makes the play. Stumbled for a moment, came back to his feet. So one last chance.
Yeah, last gasp was now Aaron Hill. Good fastball, strike one. Juan Cruz still throwing hard. 94 miles an hour with that fastball. And the Pirates now one strike away from coming in here and breaking the hearts of these Arizona Diamondbacks.
One and two the count. Henry Blanco. It looks like Henry Blanco's waiting on deck.
Not Jeff Blum.
Yeah, Jeff Blum is 3 for 7 in his career against Cruz. Pop that one up. Casey McGee puts it away. The middle of the order mammoth for these Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. 10 of 14 with 5 RBIs, and the Pirates win it on a night when we're unsure about the near future of Justin Upton. He saw a doctor for his thumb injury, and Chris Young also left the game with a bruise to his shoulder. Tonight, the Pittsburgh Pirates night. We're going to talk about it as we come back out poolside in our post-game show. It's brought to you by CenturyLink. On behalf of Gracie and Brad, my name is Darren. We'll see you on the flip side after this break.